We on? Good. Good evening. This is the February 28th, 2024 meeting of the Newcastle Zoning Board of Appeals. Before we get started tonight, I'd like to welcome our new member to the zoning board, Kathleen Dezarius. Kathleen's excited to be on our board and we look forward to working with her.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, first extension.
Okay, first extension is Allen 122 Orchard Road for an extension relating to front set, three front set yard setback variances. Is anybody here for Allen? Maybe,
The architect is supposed to be, but I don't see him here.
okay, maybe
Okay,
give them a little time, we'll do the second one. Second one on for extension is, please excuse my pronunciation, Finchman, 85 Hilltop Drive. This is a first extension request for on approval of an application for a side yard setback variance.
that'd be me.
That's you, okay.
Good evening, my name is Toscano, I'm the architect. I think this is rather simple, it's rather a walkthrough. All we're asking for is an extension of 6 months. We have a building permit, we need to extend it for six months, I guess is the rule. Simply because my client has gone through 2 renovations and decided to rest a while between the various projects they've been working on and want to start the project this spring. And that's really it.
You have the permit?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Any problems with this one, Tom?
No, sir.
You want 6 months?
Yep.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we grant a 6-month extension for the Fitchman project. Can I get a second?
A second motion?
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Hi.
You have your extension, see you in
Thank
6
you very
months. The Allen extension, even though nobody's here, we've done it before with nobody here. What are they looking for? You know, Tom, how long they were looking for?
I believe 6 months, sir.
6 months?
Oh, he's actually.
I'm actually here.
Oh, you're here, there he is.
Sorry, I lost track of time.
Tell us about your extension request.
The owner has, we had originally 6 months to start and a year to finish. And we just passed the 6 months and they're still trying to get together financing for the project. So they're still working on that, so they'd like to get another year to be able to start.
A year to start?
Yes.
That's not our normal procedure. Could they do
Yeah,
it
I
in
wasn't sure what your normal procedure was, so they were hoping to get that 1 year to start.
I think we should give you 6 months. In 6 months, they should be able to pull it together, I would believe. If not, when 6 months are up, come and tell us what.
We'll come see you again.
What, when, how, and why, okay?
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we grant a 6 month extension
Second
for the
motion.
Allen application.
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Hi.
Okay. You have your
Thank
extension?
Thank you, sorry to be late.
Good luck, no problem.
Public hearings. First case on is, first application tonight is for Forsey, 36 Red Oak Lane, Mount Kisco, for 2 front yard setback variances to construct a portico for a legal non-conforming single-family residence.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Hi. I'm seeking a variance for, I just need a little more space for an entrance. I currently walk right into the living room. It's an 856 square foot home. I don't know if you came to see it. And I just need a little more space for an entrance to enter, get out of the elements instead of walking right in from outside and to hang a coat. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Have any of your neighbors made any comments
No.
to you, pro or con, about this application?
No.
And it's just the front entrance, there's nothing,
That's it.
nothing
And
fancy about it.
steps. And steps.
Okay. Any comments from the board?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the application of Angela Foresi for a 19-foot side, 19-foot front yard variance for an open portico and a 17-foot variance for an enclosed portico portion of it on their house at 36 Red Oak Lane. For the following reasons, we should approve. This is a minimal construction which will greatly enhance the use of the property by the applicant. There will be no adverse impact to the environment if this is granted. There is no other method available or reasonable to achieve the desired end. This is not a very substantial variance, it's minimal in this particular instance. It is a self-created hardship in that this is a small property and it will encroach. But the fact that it's self-created, it should not be determinative, as there will be no adverse effects to the town or to the neighborhood involved. And there will be no adverse effects to the physical environment or conditions of the neighborhood. There have been no neighbors in opposition to this application. And if you can start within 6 months and finish within a year, I propose that we grant the variance.
Great, thank you.
We're not finished yet.
Okay.
We need a second. Anybody can second, please?
I second.
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Aye.
You have your variance. Good luck.
Thank you, I appreciate it, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, next case we have on is application of Ms. Phillips and Friedman, 55 Castle Road, Chappaqua. This is for 5 front yard setback variances to construct a proposed 2-story addition, patio steps, exterior fireplace, and portico roof for a single-family residence.
Hi, my name is Tim Leonard. I'm the architect for the applicants. Julie Phillips is sitting right there if you guys have any questions for her. But I'll run you through the application. The property sits just slightly undersized at 10,000 square feet. I think 11,250 is required. And you can see the big obstacle here is that there's a paper road right in the backyard, which technically makes it a front yard, causing a 40-foot setback instead of a 35-foot rear yard setback. So the property exists here. You can see, I'm gonna actually shoot over here first. The building envelope we're allowed to build is this center line right here. So you can see probably 40% of the existing house is already in that area within that back front yard setback. So here is what we're proposing to remove some things. One is the current steps up to the front door are awkward and dangerous, and they're not even in the right location. There's a patio here where the new addition is gonna go, and there's currently a detached garage here that doesn't get used. It's too small and it's not in good shape. So we'd like to take that down completely and use that for outdoor entertaining space. So here you can see, get rid of this thing on my screen. So the new addition is this area in pink here. There's a little fireplace over here. It comes out about 16 feet to the side. The first floor in the rear is going to be flush with the existing, so that doesn't, increase the nonconformity at all. But the second floor will slightly. I'm cantilevering an area of the closet and bathroom in this little yellow section right here, and that's going to put that setback at 22 feet. We're also adding a covering over a back door. That's this little yellow area here, and that's the 21-foot proposed setback. The other couple of setbacks back here are because we have a patio that's too close to the property line. It's actually, you can see where the existing footprint of the garage is, We wanna use, roughly where the retaining wall of the garage is now as, where we would bring the patio to. There'll be a little sitting wall right here and an outdoor fireplace over here. So each of one of those things also needs the variance. Here you can see the paper street, 30 feet wide. The neighbor in the back is actually about 190 feet away from this property line here. The neighbors, where you see red dots here, have actually signed a letter of support. Here's the original copies of those three. I sent them in to Jackie, you
Want
may have
these,
already
Jackie?
seen them today.
You have,
Okay. So, here's what the house looks like from the front left. The addition is gonna go over here. There's a little retaining wall where that patio is right now, that'll be removed. These are the awkward front steps over here. You can see they're bricks, there's no railings, they're too tall, they're too narrow. And like I said, this, what we wanna do is incorporate this kind of old porch / sunroom into the living space of the house. And so to do that, we'd really prefer to have the entry over to the left-hand side of the house. And so that's another reason for creating new stairs. I'm also gonna try and get away with less stairs because I wanna do some regrading here and raise the grade a little bit, so I need fewer actual steps to go up into the house. And you can see that on the map here. There's just some minor regrading. I'm raising it up a foot or so to eliminate a couple of steps, and we can keep some of the earth on the property rather than truck it out. Here's a view from the back. This patio area is where the addition would go. This is the existing non-conforming rear back of the house. And I took this photo, probably standing pretty far up on that 30-foot paper street. You can see it's a nice area, it's pleasant, it's green, and this is the area where the outdoor patio would be, entertaining space. I think I mentioned in my letter that we already went to the ARB last month, but I'll run you through the architectural quickly. Here is the rear entertaining area, that's a little stone wall, fireplace. The family room on the first floor, there's a main bedroom above it, and this cantilever right here is where the bedroom, closet, and bathroom will go. We're actually gonna take away some of the existing porch and that screened in or that glassed in sunroom, and we're gonna turn it into an open porch here. And these are those new steps coming down that I need the front yard variance to castle. We're actually complying in all other respects with regard to coverages, building coverage, development coverage, FAR, we're in good shape. And I think you also might have in your packet that Jackie informed me that back in 2000, previous homeowner had come and applied for something very similar and was approved back in November of 2000. And you can see the footprint they did was similar to ours. We're coming a little further forward, but they were keeping that garage and we'd like to get rid of it. And that's it.
so that former applicant never would.
No, it never
went ahead
happened.
with the
None of it
project.
ever happened.
None of it ever happened.
Yeah.
And the garage that you're taking down, are there any future plans to try to get another garage on that property?
Not with this applicant.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe in 10 years I'll be back with another one, who
Well,
knows?
if I'm still here in 10 years. Okay, I understand.
This is the architecture of the back, just so you wanna know, this is a little peak we created for the little cantilevered area, and this is a little roof over the entryway, obviously to keep people out of the elements when they're entering. There's the front of the house. That's it.
Any questions from the board?
I just have one quick question. The unimproved paper street, what is there anything that separates the property from the unimproved street? Okay, 'cause I
Wide
know
open.
vaguely where this-
I took that photo from, I might have even been on the neighbor's property when I took that. It's all grass.
Okay.
Are any trees dividing you guys back there?
No.
No, it's pretty wide open.
I mean, so basically what you're saying is that with the unimproved paper street, even though the requested variance is close, it's really.
You can't physically see it.
Okay, got it.
Is there anybody in the audience or online that would like to address this application? No, there is not. The board is all satisfied?
No hand drawn line.
I move we close the public hearing.
Second motion.
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Aye.
Okay, I'll make a motion that the application of Phillips Friedman, 55 Castle Road for
Only 5.
5 variances.
That's my minimum when I come here, Tony, don't you know that?
You keep us on our toes. Alright, first variance would be a front yard setback for front or proposed new front steps where it's 40 feet is required, 35 is what's going to be constructed, so that's a 5-foot variance. We have a 2-story addition that requires a front yard setback where the required is 40 feet. The applicant is proposing 22 feet, so we need an 18-foot variance. We have the portico roof, which requires a 19-foot variance where there 40 feet is what's required and 21 is what's going to be proposed. The patio that's proposed to be built is again needs a 40-foot setback. Proposed front yard setback is 3 feet. The requested variance is 37 feet. Exterior fireplace proposed to be built requires a 40-foot setback again. The proposed setback is 5 feet and the requested variance is 35 feet. We should approve this application for the following reasons. The granting of the variance will not create an undesirable change in the neighborhood. There have already been houses in that neighborhood that have been updated. This is one of them that needs an update. It's an old neighborhood that needs an update. There is no other method available to achieve the desired end other than granting of this variance. This is not a substantial variance, even though we're looking for 37 feet and 35 feet at the patio in the exterior fireplace because they back up on a part of the property that is wide open and there's nobody nearby. So in this instance, even though it's a fairly large variance, it should not be taken into account. There will be no adverse effect to the environment with granting this variance. And although most of it is self-created, we have to take into account that this is a legally existing non-conforming situation, and the granting of the variance would not create any adverse effect to the town or to the neighborhood. And if you could start within 6 months and finish within a year, is that gonna be too much for you?
Can I ask to start in 9 months, so I don't have to come back and ask for an extension? Do you guys ever do that? Could I do a 9 and 15 instead? Add 3 months, cause I've noticed this is taking a while to go through from what other people have said about cost, contractors, going through the rest of the permit process.
So you
I
want
intend,
9 months to start and 15 to
Yes.
finish?
yes,
Only because it's you.
Thank you.
I'll say yes. You okay with that, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Can I get a second, please?
Second.
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Aye.
Thank you, board.
You got your variance, good luck.
Okay, next public hearing, Sarnell, 236 Byron Lake Road, now Kisco. For 4 front yard setback variances to construct a patio and alter a front porch for a single family residence.
That's crooked, sorry. That's okay.
Good evening, Ken Anderson with Granite Architects. I represent Keith and Amy Sarnell. Amy is with us. Keith is listening on the road someplace in Nebraska, so hopefully we do well. Anyway, we have a request for 4 variances. There's two front yard variances. It's a corner lot on a house that was built, I think, in the 50s, early 50s. I'm sure it had lesser setbacks at the time. It exists in a non-conforming condition. So on each front yard, we need a variance for on the street, which is on Byram Lake Road, which is, if you go all the way in Mount Kisco, if you go all the way down Byram Lake Road, there's really nothing on the left-hand side as you're going into it when you approach it. And there's two houses right next to each other. Otherwise, you can't see any other houses. So there's I don't know if it was a new subdivision, but there's another road that seems relatively new called Elm Street, and it's essentially a driveway. I don't know that it's, I assume, yeah, it has to be a public road if we're getting a variance for it. So it's really a glorified driveway, cause I think one or two houses are on that road. You can't see them from any of our parts of the property. So you can see the red is the setback, 75 feet. And it goes through the existing house. We're not really changing anything on this side except for adding a covered master suite entrance and a small terrace off the master suite. We are changing the roof line, but that's all within the existing non-conforming. So if you look at the plan, it's sort of coming straight through here, and this is what we need the variance for, which is, you know, this covered area and this patio. And then in the front of the house, the setback comes straight across and a little bit into the existing house, but the existing house has a very small covered porch, and in part of these improvements, we'd like to make a nicer covered porch here, so it's a little safer, and I can show you the exterior. This is the front that faces Byram Lake, and you know, here's that new covered porch which we need a variance for, and also the patio that you land on when you come down the steps. And then here, the setback kind of goes through this part of the existing house. We are changing this roof, but this is the existing roof in the existing house, and we're adding a second floor. It's currently a ranch, so we're adding a second floor onto it, the existing non-conforming footprint. That's what we're looking for.
Okay. It looks like you've done a thoughtful job on this. It looks good. I really don't have many questions on this, unless somebody on the board has any comments.
I don't.
Thank you. We have gone through the architecture review board and they've passed us, so
Right.
we're just waiting to get to the building department.
Okay. And you didn't have to go to the planning board, obviously.
No,
No, just the architectural board.
correct.
Okay, good. All right, I'm comfortable with this. I move we close the public hearing.
Second motion.
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Aye.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the request of Sarnell Thomas.
Can I request to start within 24 months and finish in 48?
No, you cannot.
I'm just kidding. I wanted to one up Tim, I don't know if he's here.
You're gonna stop me right in my tracks, and I'm not going any farther.
All right,
Okay, this application requires 4 variances. We need a variance for the front porch of 5 feet, where the required is 75 and the proposed is 70 feet. We need a variance for the front porch walkway and terrace area of 13 feet, where the required is 75 and the proposed is 62. And we'll need a variance for the patio area, once again, where the required is 75, the proposed is 68, so we need a 7-foot variance. And we'll need a variance for the patio roof projection. Again, 75 is required, 72 is proposed, and that'll only be a 3-foot variance. We should approve this application for the following reasons. The granting of the variance will not create an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood. There is no other means other than the variance to achieve the benefits sought by the applicant. In this particular instance, these are not substantial variances. There will be no adverse effect to the physical environment or conditions in the neighborhood. There have been no neighbors who have spoken in opposition to this application. And the architect has been very thoughtful in his design, and it will be an enhancement to the general area as well. If you could start within 6 months and finish within a year, I propose we grant.
Thank you.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Aye.
You have your variance, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Next public hearing is Juan Wen, 34 Orchard Ridge Road. And this is for the front yard setback variance to construct an addition to a single-family residence.
Hi, good evening. My name is Richard Vale. I'm Joanne's architect. She's traveling tonight, so she won't be on the Zoom. But yeah, what we're proposing is a one-story addition, approximately 338 square feet, that would give Joanne a first floor bedroom. Currently, there's no bedrooms on the first floor, and there's 3 upstairs, but the preference, you know, as none of us are getting any younger, is to have a bedroom space that's on the same level. So our proposal was to extend the addition off the south side of the existing house. There's you can see that I can share screen. Can you guys see the site plan or? Any, let me see if I can, is that showing up on the screen or?
Not yet.
Okay, you can see, I can see the wheel spit. It'll load. It doesn't want to load up. Do you guys have a hard copy of it in front of you? I can walk through.
Yeah, we have plans, you could just describe it to us.
Yeah, I apologize, it's not wanting to load up. I can actually maybe show you this way too, if that, on here, can you see that, or do you have a copy of the site plan with you, or?
Yes. Yep, we can see it and we have it.
So the hatched area is the addition, on the south side. Where that is.
So that's good, we can see it.
Yeah, okay. So basically, the addition would align with the existing living room wall. It's the front wall, and we kind of extruded that roof line out. It's a hip roof that would kind of extend out to the south and create a space for the bedroom bath addition. So you can see the house, the existing house is kind of existing non-conforming. The setbacks are kind of eclipsing the house a bit. And our proposal would be, not forward of that back leg of the house, and the front porch extends even closer to the road. But we didn't opt to go to that line. We're just keeping it at the main line of the house. So as far as coverage in FAR, we're under the allowable. It's really the front setback that we're asking for relief on.
did you say you have been to the architectural board or not yet?
Yes, we have, yeah, we got approval from the ARB, yeah.
They're okay with it, okay.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, I don't have any problem. So, do you have any problem? Any comments for the board? No comments. I'll move, we close the public hearing. Wait, hold
Is
it.
there anybody, let's,
Yeah,
Here, is there anybody to speak to this application in the,
both of us are, yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were,
Just hanging out.
come on up and tell us what you, what's on your mind.
Nothing to say? Okay.
Not really, just the description, they gotta correct that.
Yeah, I think this, it's
Can you please introduce yourself to our secretary and,
Ed Bosco, 26 Orchard Ridge Road.
okay?
So we're the house directly to the south. I think no real objections. I'm just trying to, there's a lot that's gone on in this property, a lot of excitement. A lot of trees falling on things and trees without permits and demo without permit. And I think it's encouraging that we're here, you know, with all the right paperwork this time. I think it's a general concern among the people that live around this. Mark is on the north side, I'm on the south side. And we talked to the two people on the west side. But it sounds like from Mark's reading of the proposal, it's actually, the house is described on the east side of the street, but it's actually on the west. So I don't know if that impacts any of the approvals, but yeah, it seems like the encroachment is not that significant, it's not much beyond what would be allowed by right, it lets her get a bathroom in there, which makes total sense. I think we're just here to make sure that it's not the beginning of more than that or beginning of something different. And so this approval is just limited to the hatched area and,
Exactly, what's proposed and what we have the application for is what, if we should approve it.
okay, and
will
it doesn't
be-
advance the option of a second story in the same spot or,
They can always come to us,
okay,
doesn't
but
mean they're
that's,
gonna get it.
but that's separate.
Yeah, it
It's a
becomes a
separate
separate,
and
separate identity all on its own.
lot coverage is good. It sounded like you mentioned that the lot coverage is fine.
There's no problem with FAR, there's no problem with development coverage, there's no problem with building coverage. The only thing they need is this one front yard variance.
Okay.
With regard to your comment about other things on the property, that is not in our purview. If we should grant this application, the building department will keep close eye on the construction, and make sure it's constructed according to our approval. And if not, then there will be changes made and taken to task if necessary. I don't foresee any problems, and our excellent building department will make sure that everybody stays happy.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you, you're welcome.
Good night.
Anybody else? Now I'll move we close the public hearing.
Second,
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Hi.
Okay, I'll make a motion on this one. The application of Wen Yan for a front yard variance in order to construct an addition onto their house at Orchard Ridge Road. The required setback in that area is 40 feet. The proposed front yard setback will be 30 feet. The requested variance is 10 feet. I'm proposing that we approve this application for the following reasons. The existing house is legal non-conforming as to the setbacks. The proposed addition will not come any closer to the front yard than the existing house. As a matter of fact, it will be back a little bit from the existing front, the closest front to the street. The granting of the variance will not create an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood. There is no other method available to achieve the desired end other than to grant this variance. This is not a substantial variance in this particular instance. There'll be no adverse effect to the physical environment or conditions in the neighborhood. You could say that this is not a self-created hardship and that the existing house is already outside of the setback area and legal non-conforming. If it should be considered self-created, that fact will not be a detriment to our approval of this variance because there will be no adverse effect to the town or the neighborhood by granting the variance. If they can start within 6 months and finish within a year, are you okay with that?
Yes, yep.
We should grant. second side.
Second.
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Aye.
You have your variance, good luck.
All right, thank you very much. Have a good night.
You're welcome. We have minutes to approve, the minutes of the January
29th.
meeting, I believe.
January 29th.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes of the January meeting.
Second motion.
Chairman Giordina.
Aye.
Ron Genzeg.
Aye.
Warren Gottlieb.
Aye.
Kathleen Darazan.
Aye.
We're done. Okay, we're off.